What up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we have new event, new monsters are out. There's more events that are out, but today I want to talk specifically about the Nat 5 selection event. I want to give you guys a little guide on what you should be picking. Yeah, basically the way we're going to do this is I'm going to go through every element and I'm going to suggest a couple units from the element and maybe give some honorable mentions as well. If you have the units that I already suggested, the honorable mentions is going to be like the next things that you might want to take. And then at the end, I think I'll probably do like a top 3 overall monsters that you should be taking. And yeah, let's just go to the to all the monsters and start with fire. Okay, now when it comes to fire, we can start from the bottom, and the bottom is where the best units are going to be. Okay, first you're gonna see Vanessa. Okay, now Vanessa is going to be one of the 2 best choices when it comes to fire, because it does have multi-purpose, arena and RTA, right? It's a speed lead 33. You will see every single one of these elements. Speed leads are going to be one of the best choices you could possibly get because they're super unique, and when they're good units as well, it's kind of easy to choose, right? So Vanessa is going to be one of the 2 best choices probably, or one of the 3 best choices. Second one is going to be Juno, easily. I know Juno is mostly RTA. It does have some siege and arena defense usability as well. That's why she's easily in the top 3. I mean, if you don't have a Juno, it's an easy pick. Third best pick, I would say, has to be right now the Fire Megumi. It is absolutely broken. It's a speed lead as well. It's probably has usability in arena defense, but mostly for RTA. I mean, it's just super toxic, super strong. Yeah, it's one of the easier picks, and I think it's gonna be a pick for a lot of people because it's a newer unit, so a lot of people don't have him as well. So yeah, I think Fire Megumi is just a super strong pick. Uh, Now after those 3, it kind of gets a little bit harder to pick. So we can kind of make it honorable mentions here. These next ones are gonna be very similar when it comes to usability, because they're all going to be really good picks if you already have the first 3. Fire Monkey is just a super good pick, mostly RT focused, but super strong if you don't have them. Velajewel is a really good pick if you don't have them. Obviously, it does depend on your playstyle, but yeah, there's gonna be different units mentioned here for different playstyles. Sekhmet, probably one of the best Swift units in the game at the moment. She's always been super versatile, and yeah, it's just a turn 1 unit, a bruiser unit, a turn 2 unit can be for, because like there's turn 2 people who literally only have Sekhmet as their Swift unit turned because it's such a versatile pick. Yeah, Sekhmet is definitely gonna be one of the best choices easily. Okay. Douglas is an honorable mention as well because it's Douglas. You know, he just has a lot of impact. You know, not even. It's just in general. When Douglas came out, he changed a lot of things for people. You know, people had to start building things differently and start thinking about their draft differently. So it's Douglas, right? He's still super powerful, right? Other honorable mentions: Fire Cookie, mostly arena or RTA. The Fire Twins, also very good for RTA mostly right now. Federica's a decent honorable mention. This guy, it's pretty cool. We've seen him in siege defense and RTA. It's a decent unit to pick as well if you really just have everything else. But that's kind of it for fire. Might have missed something, but yeah, those are some of the good picks that you can take. There are other ones, there's other options, but I feel like without those units, you can probably live. Water. Now, when it comes to water, what's the best possible pick? It's probably going to be pure vanilla cookie. Siege, Arena, RTA. It just covers so many spots in the game that it's it's just a really good pick. I mean, there's some people who are even taking dupes of this because they already have everything. It's just a super solid choice. It's probably the best choice when it comes to water. I can't really think of anything else that's gonna come close to that, right? But next one has to be Hey Gang, because it's Hey Gang, right? It's broken. It does what nothing else does. It can be used in Arena and Siege and RTA. Not on defense, but obviously on offense. Hey, it's Hey Gang. I mean, he's probably the closest to the pure vanilla. You know what? They are kind of close. I mean, who's more broken? Of course, Hey Gang's more broken, but I feel like pure vanilla probably overall. To be honest, though, now that I think about it, pure vanilla is not a defense unit really. We've seen it on defense, but it's also mostly an offense unit if we're talking Arena and Siege, which is what Hey Gang is as well. And who's more broken in RTA? It's probably Hey Gang. But yeah, they're probably just very close. So whichever one you don't have, if you're looking for a water unit, I think it's an easy choice between those two. Next one. Next one is a little bit harder to pick, right? Those two, it's easy, right? But the next one, Twin Angels are very, very good pick. It's a speed lead. Speed leads, of course, get a lot of value here, especially when it's a global one. We've seen her in Siege defense as well, and RTA, just very powerful. I think Aaliyah is also a very, very good pick. I know it's not the RT unit, but it's for TOA as well, right? It's for offense, for all offenses, for TOA. It does cover a lot of stuff, right? It doesn't have to be purely RTA for you to pick a unit. Last Nat 5 event, I took Aaliyah, and I'm a full RTA main. It's just that she's just so powerful. She does her job so well that it's such a strong pick to take. Now after this one, it does get a bit harder because units are getting more similarly in strength. I think Bulwark is a pretty strong pick. Again, mostly for offense, but TOA as well, kind of like what the Leah is trying to do. We have Irene, which in RT is just a demon, probably in Siege offense as well. It's just very, very powerful. I know some people are going to be taking this guy, but that's only for farming, which I don't think I would suggest really taking only for farming units, because farming can be done in many ways, and it's not going to change your farming that much, So I wouldn't really suggest taking farming units from this. Even as a new player, I know a lot of people are going to be taking Teshar, but I feel like you can get around these things, You can get around these things, and I think PvP units are going to be more desirable from these kind of events. Honorable mentions, Moore, just a very, very strong pick. Josephine, Chandra, very strong. For RT and Siege, one of the best picks you could probably do. Same thing with Moore, RT and Siege, one of the best picks you can do easily, Is there anything else that I'm missing here? Not really. There might be some stuff. I mean, these are decent. Miles, Nana, those are decent to take if you really just don't have them. Um, but yeah, that's kind of it for water. I hope I'm not missing something. But yeah, we can go to wind now. Now wind might be the hardest one to because there's a lot of choices, but the easiest choice is gonna be Leo, right? Number one unit, Leo, any day of the week. It's the best choice. It's yeah, it's a no-brainer. Next one would have to probably be Oliver. I know it's RTA related, but he's the best 33 lead you can get. Uh, other than Silver, but Silver is a LD, so that's out of the question. Next one, if I'm looking overall, it might have to be Tiana. Your life just becomes so much different when you have a Tiana. I know, again, it's mostly just for offense, siege offense, arena offense. Can be used in RTA too. Don't get it twisted. But it's just such a game changer. I mean, Tiana is just such a goddess. All right, like this unit is timeless. So I think Tiana just has to be in the top picks for wind. Next one gets a little bit harder. Sierra might be the next one. Again, a speed lead. It's usable in every content in the game, basically, except farming. She has to be up there. She has to be like one of the best, most pickable units that you could possibly do when it comes to wind. So Sierra definitely has to be up there. Now next ones, we're getting into this territory where whichever one you pick, if you want to pick one of these next ones, it's a good pick. You know, they're all just good solid picks. The ones before should be the priority, but these are like, if you don't have them, it's great. Sonya, Etna, those are just no-brainer. They're really strong. Sonya maybe a little bit better because she's usable in different content as well, right? For all offenses, siege and arena, just solid. Now, next one's Gyo. Wait, actually, probably Aya. This just got buffed, but I want to say something though. Aya has a big potential to get nerfed. Okay, so be careful when you're picking this unit. I know a lot of people are going to be like super hyped to take her and to use her, but this has a very high chance to get nerfed. So just keep that in mind. Honorable mentions, Pure Vanilla. Where is it? Pure Vanilla Cookie. Gyo. If you're more of a bruiser playstyle, turn to playstyle, those are just very essential to your playstyle. And yeah, I don't think there's anything else that's like in that range. There's some cool other siege stuff like this guy, and yeah. But overall, I think if I didn't miss anything, and I hope I didn't, those are going to be the highest priority units to pick. Now, if we're talking about the top 3 units in general to pick, and the best unit to pick has to be Leo. Okay, it has to be Leo. Leo's number 1 overall unit to pick. It is the best unit in the game because it just is. For all the contents except farming again. But it's just the most game breaking unit, and yeah. Leo, if you don't have it, it's a simple pick. Next one. Again, we did discuss Pure Vanilla or Hey Gang. It's a hard choice to make. But to be honest, those two are probably gonna be the top ones. There might not even be a fire unit in the top 3. I think and this is like purely how many things you can use it in and how much it actually changes your account, right? So we would probably have to put both of these in the top 3. But Leo, again, it's just, that's it, right? If you don't have it, it's a super easy choice. Doesn't matter what point of the game you're in. If you're early, if you're late, if you're mid game, doesn't matter. It's the best pick. But yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you picked. Let me know what you think about picking. Remember, we have one chance or one opportunity to change the unit. So you could pick something, test it a bit. If you don't like it that much, you can take the next unit. Sadly, we can only change it once, so you can't really test multiple units like we could with the last similar event that we had like this, right? Because we could choose and then change, right? Or no, was it the skill up thing? I think it was the skill up thing, right? Where we could skill something up and then test it. It was for the collab. We could skill up collab unit, test it. If we don't like it, we change the skill ups, and then we test it, and then, yeah. I kind of wish they gave us more opportunities here to just test, right? Because it's not like they're giving us more units. It's just for testing purposes so people can know exactly what they want to choose. Because I know it's kind of hard. Even when you have a little bit of options to take units, right? It's still hard to know exactly what you want and exactly what's gonna benefit you the most, you know? Like, it is. Because sometimes you just have to test on your own account. Because units will not pair the same way on every account. It's gonna be a different experience for everyone. Rune quality is different. The monster box is different. All these things come to play, right? So yeah, that's it. Again, thank you for watching. Stay safe. Take care. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.